modded Minecraft, chat. I did start a couple minutes earlier than I wanted to, just so I could send out my link and get that out real quick. I wanted to start at exactly midnight, but yeah. We are here and the 4th of July for like 60 more seconds. So I can call this my 4th of July stream. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Yeah, let me just send out the link real quick. Make sure that did that right. Yeah. Awesome. I do want to, hang on. Let me finish sending out the link and then I'll say what I was gonna say. Alright, there we go. Links are sent out. Alright. With that done, we can go ahead and get started. Awesome. Floating in the world. It's been a hot minute since hang on. There we go. Oops. There we go. It's been a hot minute since I've been on the world. Last time we were working on figuring out heights to the rooms for what will eventually, hopefully, be our starter base. We've got the sheeps and stuff. Oh, that is loud. Let me just... Yeah. There we go. Happy 4th of July, people. Oh, the doggies. Yeah. It's, So these are heights and stuff. That's how big I was gonna make the storage, bedroom again, and kitchen. I think that was gonna be the front door. And over here is gonna be like a sort of sitting room, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. We're gonna figure it out, though. That's like the general floor plan. It's gonna be a cozy little cabin, and we're gonna make it work. I don't know why I have so much wool. This is an unhealthy amount of wool to have for as poor gear as I have. What? Why am I wearing a skull? Cool. Yeah. No, but we vibe. I want to figure out a block palette for this. I think where we left off, I was like organizing and stuff, but I want to figure out a block palette. That is the goal. Wait. Oh. Okay. Yo, something for mod creators. Awesome. But yeah. So goal for today, figure out our block palette. Yeah. I might honestly move this over onto the other wall. That was to mark where I wanted the door. I might... I'm thinking either here or here for that, honestly, for the door. We'll leave both of those up for, like, potential door markers. But, we're gonna finish organizing our chests, and then we'll try and figure out a block palette. Oh, wait, what? I appear to have forgotten how this thing works. Where... Here it is. Nope, nope, nope. Yes. Oh! There we go. Are there any other flowers? I still don't know what we're supposed to do with these. We're gonna figure that out eventually. But I do think, once stop getting distracted by Discord chat. Well, there's some you don't see every day. Alright, I have Bad Omen. Let me... Do I have an empty bucket? I don't. Here. Let me get rid of that. Oh, I guess it doesn't pick up those. Okay. Well, that's whatever. I got cows. I can get rid of the Bad Omen, because I don't want to accidentally start a raid. That feels like a bad idea. Ooh, and we got some new recipes doing that. Oh, this will eventually be a fish pond for all those fishes that we rescued from the village. Yeah, I'm hoping I can focus up on this and actually get some stuff done. That needs to cook. Is there anything else raw that we need to cook? There are still actively fireworks going off in my area. So if I get distracted, that is a potential reason as to why. Yeah. I don't know what we can do with onions. We'll figure that out. Oh, right. I forgot. Hang on. Wait, can I not? I thought this was a Java thing you could do. Wait. Oh, that's so stupid. I thought you could put the banners on your head in Java. Man. I got played. Yeah, but yeah. I keep saying that, but yeah. I have thoughts on my brain. They are just very scattered. Which is why we're playing on the modded world, because it's a very scatterbrain vibe, in my opinion. I forgot how many animals we slaughtered. Oh, it's so nice to have my shaders back as well. Oh, it only collects flowers. It doesn't collect petals. That's so annoying. That's probably why I was having the issue. Jeez, that's a lot of oak. Yeah. Okay, let me lock in and actually get this stuff organized. Gotta lock in, chat. we like cleared out basically all of our crops and all of our animals the last time we played. I might have to just stop farming chickens at this rate. They produce too many eggs. There's too many of them. It's a pandemic. Yeah. We got stairs. Go ahead and put these in. That is not what I meant to put in there. And then we can go ahead and start putting the prismarine in. Honestly, I really like the cherry wood that's lit, because we got a lot of cherry wood right next to us. So I might make that like my main block. It's a shame we don't have like this cherry and then the vanilla cherry that's in the later version, because that would honestly look so fire. Here. Planks. I don't know why it's in all caps. That. There's purple planks. Chat, we have purple planks. We gotta do something with that information. We're definitely gonna have to do a build that's like purple, because that's like my favorite color. I love purple. If you couldn't tell by the hair color on my PNG, purple is my absolute favorite color of all time. But I'm trying to find something that'll go good with this, because I really like this red. I'm such a fan of red in Minecraft. And like, you wouldn't know this because I haven't actually been streaming for that long and I haven't gotten to like do a whole bunch of builds, but I am a sucker for mangrove wood because it's really the only good red tree that you get. Oh, that's another one that we can't build with. Okay, but we've got two different kinds of cherry planks. So we might have to go searching for this other cherry biome. Mahogany would be a good one too. But I'm trying to think, what would go good with the reds? Reds, pinks. Maybe if we like... because that's like the main block in the boat build we've been doing on Mesa Pirates. I might honestly go with jungle for this one. Like, tell me that wouldn't be fire though. Like, either maining with cherry and then accenting with jungle. Or I could main with jungle and accent with cherry. I definitely want to get some of that other cherry though. Like, that would look good. I want to try and get some more wood types. I'm thinking too far ahead, but I really want to get more of those wood types. Right now, we definitely got to figure out what's going to be our main color scheme though. Here's a question. Would acacia look good with the cherry? Here, I have a map. I have a map for a reason. It is not letting me view my map. Cheat one item. How do I open my map? Enlarge minimap is Z. That's not gonna work. Here. Where is it? Where is it? We gotta find it again. M. There. Now it's a button I'm used to. Oh wait, can I not see the whole mini-map? Wait. I don't think this is the map mod I thought I had. That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Bread. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. One, two, three, four. 2, 3. This is probably gonna work out poorly for me in the long run, but I'm just gonna start building. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's six. Okay, wait. No, the rest of the supports would be that tall, because this room is gonna be that tall. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. Pause my music. That was an accident, chat. Okay. Lovely. I'm getting so many pings. We are gonna leave all the blocks that aren't just strictly support up for the moment, simply because I kind of want to have a reference for the heights and stuff. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, this is what practicing in lobby parkour gets ya. Useless parkour skills. Except they are kind of still useful. Because I can get places quicker. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's eat real quick so I don't die. chat. I'm messing around with stuff as well because it's been so long. Some of my settings are a little wonky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cause that is gonna be tall as heck. Ow, my legs! I'm so glad we don't have a realistic injury mod on here. That would suck. Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking, because I really want to use this red. I really want to use this red. What I'm thinking is we do dark oak. Yeah, because I don't get to use dark oak that much. I'm thinking we test out dark oak as the main outer color. And then we kind of accent with the cherry. So let's just get started on that. Yippee! And remember chat, it's not going to be pretty at first because I'm trying to I've been putting this off for a while now, so at this rate I'm trying to get something down so that I have something to work off of. Okay. And I keep having to stop to eat. This is not a very intuitive way to build, chat. Don't do what I'm doing. And just like that, we have more dark oak. And don't worry, chat, we will eventually go through and like get stacked and stuff. One of our episodes on honestly both of the SMPs that I'm playing on, or all of the worlds that I'm playing on right now, will likely I'm going to dedicate like an entire episode to just getting stacked at that point. Because once we're stacked, then we can start doing the really fun stuff, like going back and getting our stuff from over there. That was a really embarrassing death. We sleep. Beautiful. Boom. And there's that done. For this. That would be really embarrassing if I didn't. Boom! Okay, that is the outer walls finished. Okay, it's gonna take some working to figure out, but I'm looking at this. I know I can do a slanted roof there. This, honestly, I might just have like a flat roof. Maybe like slant up a bit, but a little bit, but... Yeah, that one, this can definitely, I can work this out into a nice slanted roof. Yeah. Okay. I think I have a vision forming here for the roof. Question is, what do I want the roof to be made out of? What would look good for, like, reds and darks browns? That looks cool. I fear the Twilight Forest, but that looks cool. Why is that? I don't... How do I unpin that? If there is a way to make, like, something that looks kind of like hay... Ooh. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, because I'm trying to think what would look cool with this for, like, a roof. It might look a little weird, but we might be able to incorporate, like, the prismarine into that. Can you make prismarine stairs? Yeah, you can. We might be able to incorporate prismarine into there, because what I'm thinking right now is with the, because right now we've got our supports as the, whatever these things are, the stone bricks. Can I stop dropping my bread everywhere? I can change that out, though. Let's see, what other red blocks do I have? Not a lot of redstone. I've got bricks. If I switch the supports for bricks, that might look better with the red. Or the blue terracotta. Honestly, that could go hard. Open that up, because that will be our front door eventually. Gonna try and grab some bricks. Diorite might be easy to get as well. I might be able to do something with diorite. Or andesite. But I want something stone. This could also look fire, like the bone blocks, because I have a lot of bone blocks. How did I get so many bone blocks? We're just not gonna question it. Yeah, we're just not gonna question it. We're gonna go over here because these are the smaller supports. They're easier to switch out. I feel like the color scheme works, but the texture isn't texturing. Because what I'm thinking is maybe I use like the red cherry for the roof, and then like sprinkle some accent pieces around, like stairs and trapdoors and stuff on the corners. I think that'd look cool. That might work. If I can find like a more off-white kind of thing, that might work, honestly. I definitely like it better than the stone bricks at this point. The only issue is like, because with the stone bricks, I can turn those into like a mossy variety and do gradients with that. I like the brick too, because like the bricks go good with dark oak. You can't tell me they don't. Honestly, right now, my biggest contenders are bone blocks and bricks for what I should do for the supports. Let's see what else we got that might go good with it. Do I want to even try dark prismarine? I feel like this won't go well with it. Like, a really funky block palette. I don't know. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We are going to get the roof squared away, and then we'll worry about the pillars. Or support system. I don't know why I haven't just been using my paraglider. I am a little bit dumb, chat. Oh my god, my inventory is a mess. We're gonna go chop down a cherry tree real quick. Not throw our axe at it. Hey Brad, welcome in. You were streaming earlier, weren't you? How was your stream? It is going well. We're just mining and crafting. Apparently sacrificing my axe to the great cherry tree gods as well. I love when it doesn't give me the whole tree. Can you hear me? Because, I've been told that, like, sometimes people can't hear me when I'm streaming. Ooh. That sounds like fun. I honestly don't ever see myself playing Elden Ring. Yeah, that is one of the mic issues I have been having. It's wonderful. I think I need to play around with my sensitivity some, but I don't want to. Because I honestly don't know fully how OBS works. So I'm waiting. Oh man, why am I at 1 hunger bar? When did that happen? Yeah, I don't see myself ever playing Elden Ring because it seems like a very attention-intensive game, and I have a tendency to zone out and get distracted, so I feel like I would die if I were to play Elden Ring, and then I would get frustrated because I died. Yeah. We are going to go ahead and grab the crafting table and bring it up to the roof with us while we work on this. stream delay, but it was, words are not wording, apparently. I thought you couldn't hear me. We're gonna get a stack each of stairs and slabs. So that we can work with this. Okay, this is gonna be fun. That is not the block I wanted to put there. Actually, this would be so much easier with bedrock, because that is like the one thing I wish we had in Java was like, because in bedrock I can just stand here and place a block right here, no problem, but on Java I can't. That is like my one gripe with Java. We're gonna mess with an eave after we get the actual base of the roof down. It'd be very helpful if my axe didn't die on me. There we go. That was a very loud firework. Don't worry, chat, everything is fine. I don't think there's a fire in my neighborhood. Yeah, but I think I can do something with this for roof design. Yeah. I should have brought the bed up here with me. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I kind of vibe with that. I don't know why I jumped when I jumped down. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I think we're kind of just gonna go with the same kind of premise for shaping the roof with the room bit. Yeah. Because I kind of vibe with this, like, funky shaping. Oops. There we go. Oh my gosh, how rude of me. I've just realized I completely forgot to ask you how your 4th of July went, Brad. Since you're in my chat, how did it go? Did you get to do any technically legal pyromania? That's fair. I went to a barbecue, I got rained on, and then I went home because I was upset over getting rained on. I should have brought some dark oak up with me. That was a little silly of me. Now the question is, do I want to do any roof shaping up here? Or are we happy with this funky roof pattern right here? We're gonna try following the same funky pattern we've been doing, but this time it's gonna go all around. I apologize if, like, my stream of thought does seem a little bit all over the place. Today has been a day. Hence why we're doing the chill stream. But I do hope your stream went well today, since that's all you did. Hopefully not interrupted by anybody's fireworks. That would not be very poggers. If it looks ugly now, bear with me. We're trusting the process on this one, because I don't actually have a clear idea of what I want to build with this like I usually do. That's good. I'm glad your stream went well. Okay, I do think this top roof is definitely gonna need, like, an eave. I think that's what it's called. The things that, like, kind of hang over, but they're not like an awning. It's different. I think they're called eaves. how this looks, at least from above. We have yet to see what it looks like from below. I do think we're gonna need to add, like... Is there, like, a half of a slab, like, lengthwise? Can I cut this in half and put it over? Oh! Ow! That would be very useful right now. Okay, let's close that. Let's see what I can make with my funny mods. Yeah. I don't know. You know, I might be able to do, like, an imitation gutter if I go with, like, the cherry fence gates and have them open. I think that might look bad, though. But I could probably, like, almost do an imitation gutter if I, like, did one more... I don't know. I almost wish I had, like, the chisel and bits mod on here, but I didn't add it on because I've been told that it can, like, lag out the world a lot if you use it. That's, like, the only reason I didn't have it on here, even though I really wanted to. I'm kind of wishing I did add it on now, because that would probably solve the issue I'm looking for with the slabs. Because I almost want, like... I want, like, a quarter slab. Like how you got with the stairs up here, just that top bit is what I want. But there's nothing in here that's, like, remotely similar to that. I do need to light in here a bit better. Now that I've got a roof. There. Let's just torch spam the place. There, now we don't gotta worry about it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to add in some texturing over here to, like, break that up. I don't know. I feel like almost, after adding the eaves to the top layer, we almost gotta, like, figure out the, pillars first before we do any texturing. I'm still torn between which one I want to do, because, like, I feel like the blues kind of fit with the color scheme, but the only real blue-green that I have doesn't fit texture-wise. The bricks fit texture-wise, but I don't know how I feel about having that in. And then the whites, I really like that. I really like the white. But again, I don't know if it fits with the color scheme. I almost feel like if it were more kind of an off-white, if it were more off, then it would fit better. I could also, like, play around with texture as well and stuff, and, like, put, like, instead of having a full wall here, I could, like, because for certain stuff, and I saw this recently in, like, a Minecraft SMP that I watch for lore. I saw recently where they, like, did that with it, and it looked kind of cool the way they did it. But I don't know. always just go the safe route and just put in, like, this. That is the safe route to go, I feel like. Okay. Oh, I can mount a fish. Ooh. Wait. That might... Okay, when we actually get around to doing the pastures, this could be useful. We'll put a pin in that. I do think once we finally get around to doing, like, because this is our starter base. I want it to look cutesy, but it is our starter base. This is not where we're going to be staying for the entirety of the series, even though I tore down an entire lighthouse just to live here. But this is our starter base. We will be building eventually, I hope, a mega base like we've been doing on the Mesa Pirates. I just haven't fully decided, like, what kind of theme I want to go for with that. I almost wonder if... That is an interesting thing to have in a mod. Well, if I ever build something creepy, I know what I'm gonna use. Okay. I was looking to see if, like, I could turn this into a, where, instead of, like, just having it on this side or this side, I could have it on all sides. But I don't think that's possible. I do gotta get these eaves in, though, because that just looks weird. Yeah, that's better. I almost feel like, because, like, I'm messing around a lot with, like, different shapes and stuff with this build. I feel like almost we, like, don't do eaves on all of the sides. Maybe. Like, I do eaves for this section, definitely, because that looks weird without it. I'm probably almost definitely using the wrong word for that. But, like, right there, I don't do eaves. But right here I do. Right there I'm not gonna do eaves, but right here I do. You know? Because, like, the roof's coming out this way. Yeah. Not dirt. That is not what I wanted to place. Oops. That is going to be the theme of today, is I'm just misplacing blocks. Boom. We are going the extra mile. And putting those there. Okay, that is not what I meant to do. I don't want to risk falling by being on top of a slab. There we go. Okay, how many more do I need? 2, 3. Okay. There we go. Okay, again, I have a paraglider and I keep forgetting to use it. I'm a little silly, chat. Okay. Yeah. It's still a little dull on the texture, but I vibe with that. I almost feel like the supports have to be lighter than the rest of the building. For like that pop of color. Other than, you know, the red. This is gonna like really bad until I like fully decide what I want. Okay. Okay, I vibe with that. Yeah, I really like that. Okay. We'll go with that then. Watch my pickaxe break while I'm fixing the supports. be funny. Called it. I have the crafting table on me. I'm going to look for the crafting table and I have it on me. Oops. And boom, that's all of our outside supports switched out. I do need to go ahead and where is my dark oak? I think I want the door to the bedroom to be right here, like next to the kitchen. Trying to figure out this wall. That's where the roof still isn't closed up. Boop. dokie. And that is just about the bones of the house done. I don't like how dark it is up there. And that could just be because it's raining. Yeah, I think that is just the fog from the rain. That is the wrong way to the storage room. There we go. And there we go. One more support. Awesome. Okay. Now the question is, do we want the door to the backyard to be slash garden to be there or there? Who knows? Find out on the next episode. I'm looking for my food, and my food is right here in my hotbar. I think we're gonna go with a mix of oak and spruce for our doors. also nighttime. Lovely, we can clear up this rain. Ah, beautiful sunshine. I am gonna add in a window at some point as well. That is one of the things we can do to like break up the walls, is we're just gonna add like windows and stuff. Don't ask me why the roof in here is so tall. I just wanted a really tall roof for like no reason. It's funny. And there. So I'm thinking the spruce stores go inside. Yeah. Oops. Did not need that there. And then the oak doors can go outside. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay. That did not work. I think we may have discovered our first glitch in the mod pack. Oh no, I just can't make a sign with this cherry. That's disappointing. I guess I do gotta go searching for the other cherry. That is mildly annoying. Okay. Which one is that from? Biomes Aplenty? If I had more chests, that would be great. Unfortunately, I do not. That is fine. Cherry. Which one am I looking for? Biomes Aplenty. That way. Which way are you pointing me? That way. See, I'm so sure, and then it does that turn thing, and I'm not so sure anymore. ends so we can do like more texture stuff with the corners. That was another very loud firework. Happy holidays to the pyromaniacs, I guess. All right, I remember we went searching for the cherry biome and then we ran into that. And then I got scared and ran away. Because I didn't want to die. Ow. Yeah, that is still terrifying. You see that? That is like fully enchanted armor skeletons right there. That is a death wish for someone like me. So we're just gonna keep running. I didn't bring a bed with me. That's like the number one rule when I go traveling is I always bring a bed with me. And we'll be fine. Can I like swim? Thank you. Ow! My legs! See, again, I need to start using my paraglider more. I'm just gonna start having it in my offhand when I'm not eating. Oh. Oh, what have I found? I don't know if I should be scared of this. I'm just gonna keep walking. I feel as though I've found something I'm not supposed to find. Whee! Oh, that's an interesting little feature. Paraglider doesn't regen while it's wet. At least that's what it looks like, because it's not regenning right now. I think... Oh, please don't run out while I'm above. There we go. Is that a village? That is in fact a village. is solved. This is gonna end badly. There we go. There's not a bed in here. There's a waypoint here. Girarses. Can I steal this? I can steal this. I have stolen the waypoint with my sneaky little cat paws. Take the tomato seeds. I don't really care about much of the town loot at this rate. Ooh, 2 bells. Don't mind if I do. Hey, there's that cherry grove we were looking for. What? I don't pick that up? That is so weird. I didn't know that was a thing. There's giant 4-leaf clovers. That is cool. Cool. We got the saplings. I think doing the vein miner, like, destroys your hunger, because every time I do it, my hunger ends up, like, absolutely being completely gone. Which is like, I mean, fair. It's a fair downside to, like, something like that, I feel like. Because vein miner is pretty OP, in my opinion. It's very useful. So, of course, there's, like, a downside to it. Ooh. Oh. I got distracted breaking stuff. I do think once we make it back to home base, I am probably gonna end the stream. Because I kind of want to go to sleep. Are those carrots? Yeah, we got carrots. Ow. There we go. Ow. I'm waiting for me to, like, run directly into that structure I was trying so hard to avoid on the way this way. Yeah, home base should be this way. Ow. Yeah, see, because there's that thing. Oh, that is an Enderman. I really hope I did not look at that. Okay, good. He is not angry at me. That would have been a very bad ending. Ooh. Let's keep those. I like my torches. And we have returned. I feel like, honestly, just so that next time when we do get to work, it's already started, we just go ahead and plant these. Alright, and that is going to be it for me today. Let me find somebody to raid you guys to. I actually got it pulled up beforehand, so we don't have the same issue as last time. I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to Skellenor. They are playing Barony right now. Yeah. good night. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to hydrate or die straight, and if you are straight, that's not an excuse, because if I gotta drink water, so do you. Happy 4th of July for those that celebrated. Yeah. Hope you got some good barbecue, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna send you over to Skelenor now. Let her know I said hi. Send her all your love.